In this video, we're going to show how to follow a path. It's another way to animate, only giving a certain path. So to start out, let's move the cube over. Hit the G key and then move the cube to the side. Now remember, wherever the life preserver is, this little thing, is where our next object will occur. So I'm going to do add, curve, and path. The path is basically something for your primitive or cube to follow. So I'm going to hit S and scale it to make it larger. And then I'm going to go from object mode to edit mode. In edit mode, we can adjust the path. Where the points or vertexes are located, we can move them. So I'm going to move this over a little bit. I'm going to come up here, right click, and move this over a little bit. So now my path is more of a curve. Then I'm going to go back to object mode, and I'm going to move my cube closer by hitting the G or grab to the front of the path. And now I'm going to take the cube and add it to the path. So again, you want to make sure the cube is selected, hold the shift key down, and right click on the path. Once this is done, you can do Control P and choose follow path. Once you do that, now it's connected, and instead of doing the 250 frames, let's see how far it takes to go through the path. So it looks like maybe 105 frames. So I'm going to change this from 250 to, let's say, 110. And now when I hit the play key, it will follow the path. If I want to go ahead, I can go over here, choose the camera and hit animation, and it would go through the 110 frames. So this is an example of how to get a primitive to follow a path using Blender. And you can see how quickly we go through the frames. That's because I didn't add texture. I don't have any extra effects like fire, so it goes through pretty quickly. Okay, and then when I want to go back, I hit the escape key, and that moves me back again. So once you've done this, please save this, and we'll do File, Save As, and Desktop, and we'll call this path.blend. Okay, make sure you save it to the desktop, and that's how to use Blender to follow a path.